The mission requires anyone staying there to have goals and to follow their program so that they can begin living independently again and decrease homelessness. Ted Cruz says he plans on winning the state of Michigan, and Republican Party supporters came to Grand Hotel to hear his remarks as well as other candidates' future plans as they look not only for a Republican leader but a leader of the American people. This is the scene where Eric Shea allegedly shot and killed his girlfriend before taking his own life. All those green bins you see filled with recycling around Alpena County are emptied here, and on the job, workers are ready to get their hands dirty to give us a cleaner environment. This is an open primary, but voters must choose between a Democratic or Republican ballot. There's a lot going out here today at the Alpena County Fair. The sun is shining, the carnival rides are finally here, unlimited games and food, and it only costs $5 to enter. So I'm here with the Franzel family. Connie, why don't you tell me the kids' names and how you guys are enjoying being out here today?
Okay, this is
behind me is the Neiman's Beach Party. There are people out here to celebrate before it even started. They're selling beers and other beverages, so lots of great drinks, great community happening here today. And Lindsay, I don't know if you know this, but this festival goes on for 10 days. It's actually one of the longest fishing tournaments ever. A Posen man is serving at least 25 years in prison after pleading guilty. On July 23rd at approximately 8:30 p.m., troopers from the Michigan State Police West Branch Post were contacted by the U.S. Coast Guard regarding a missing diver. Michigan State Police, Alpena Post, and Montmorency County Sheriff's Office are investigating what appears to be a murder-suicide in Hillman, Michigan. Preliminary investigations show 38-year-old Eric Shea of Hillman killed his girlfriend, 30-year-old Danielle Klein of Atlanta, before taking his own life. According to police, the two subjects had been in a relationship for 2.5 to 3 years and had a 22-month-old daughter together. Before the incident, Klein was bringing their daughter to Shea's residence at 5:45 a.m. on August 7th for Shea to babysit while Klein went to work. Evidence suggests that Shea attacked and shot Klein multiple times after she exited her vehicle, and then he notified a family member of Klein's to come pick up their daughter, which was still in the car on the property. Shortly after, Shea committed suicide outside of the residence.
As far as I understand it, in this situation, this wasn't necessarily a random thing, or the general public was not in danger for this. Even though it's a small community, this just goes to show this can happen anywhere.
This is the scene where Eric Shea allegedly shot and killed his girlfriend before taking his own life. One neighbor tells us that he constantly feared for his own safety as Shea was ruthless with his use of firearms and had a criminal background. His ex-girlfriend also says she always felt lucky to make it out of that relationship alive.
He was just a loose cannon, and sooner or later, something was going to happen.
Mann says his property goes within 150 feet of Shea's house, and he has seen Shea out there screaming at Klein several times. Shea was arrested 5 weeks ago after an incident of domestic violence involving Klein in Montmorency County. Once the case was adjudicated, a no-contact order between Shea and Klein was dismissed.
I was always worried about what he would do if he got mad again at me, because he's always shooting guns back there, blowing explosives off. He's just any hour of the day or night. You can hear at 4 in the morning, you hear shots back there.
The background on the firearm used in this incident is unknown currently, but police believe Shea used the same gun to kill himself and his girlfriend. Right now, all of the evidence and interviews support these findings. However, forensic autopsies of both subjects are taking place today, and the investigation continues pending these results. In Montmorency County, for WBKB News, I'm Bethany Ricciardi. Investigators and a restoration company were on the scene at the burned Oscoda County Courthouse building today, rummaging through debris to see what documents and files can be saved after this devastating fire. We joined them on the scene and got you the latest. Here's the scoop. Displaced employees watch as the Oscoda County Sheriff's Office and a restoration crew search through what's left of what was once their place of work. County Treasurer William Kendall spent 23 years working in this building, and on May 5th,
he woke up with no place to do his job.
This is very sad. This building's been a staple of the community for almost 130 years. A lot of the residents in the area will tell you it's almost like losing a good friend.
Fire investigators are classifying the cause of the incident as undetermined with no evidence of criminal activity.
Their indication is that obviously it's an old building, 128 years old, with old wiring, etc., with upgrades, etc. But for the most part, there is nothing suspicious, but they're having classified as undetermined.
A decent amount of documents and files have been obtained, many just suffering from water damage. County officials are currently operating out of the county annex building, and there's no telling how long they'll be relocated.
I believe that it'll take a little while. It'll be up to the county officials to find out exactly what they're going to do, if they'll rebuild right on site, do something a little different, but that'll be up to a later date.
The courthouse caught fire May 4th at approximately 7:45 p.m. and first responders arrived on the scene after a nearby resident alerted them that there was smoke coming from the attic area. With help from many surrounding fire departments within the county, Sheriff Gray says their quick response and good work saved them from potentially dealing with a lot more damage than they already are.
We're all kind of like in mourning. And over time, I think we'll get through this. It's just going to be a little bit of trying times right now. I hope the public works with us because things aren't going to run smoothly right away. But we're going to try to make it as painless as possible. So
far, the community has been supportive and are even showing it by bringing food and water to workers on scene and helping wherever they're needed. In Mayo, Michigan, for WBKB News, I'm Bethany Ricciardi.
Go Republicans.
For some Republican activists, the Mackinac Republican Leadership Conference is a 2-year tradition, and this year Governor Jeb Bush, Carly Fiorina, Senator Ted Cruz, Governor John Kasich, and Senator Rand Paul are the names of the GOP presidential candidates on the island spreading the Republican message.
Good selection of speakers. Jeb Bush apparently met the Energizer Bunny the other night because he was very active and energized during his dinner keynote last night. Completely different Jeb Bush that we've seen in the debates up thus far. Excellent. Just came from a Ted Cruz event. Excellent. Ted Cruz is truly world-class Ronald Reagan heir.
Ted Cruz says he plans on winning the state of Michigan, and Republican Party supporters came to Grand Hotel to hear his remarks as well as other candidates' future plans as they look not only for a Republican leader, but a leader of the American people.
I want someone that is self-assured, someone that's confident, someone that's bold, someone that when they speak, they instill confidence.
Republican supporters are encouraged by the candidates' enthusiasm and can see the party uniting while they focus on the year of 2016 and beating the Democrats.
The way we win this general election is we run a populist campaign of hardworking men and women who want to believe again in the promise of America against the bipartisan corruption of Washington that's embodied by Hillary Clinton.
This year's conference focused on Michigan Foundation for the Future.
You look at Michigan and how it's voted in the past. Michigan Republicans have made a difference in the presidential.
And that's why candidates continue to come to Michigan to meet with voters and hear their key issues so they can maintain representing them forward. On Mackinac Island, Bethany Ricciardi, WBKB News.
That's going to do it for tonight's show. Be sure to catch Erica Fernandez at 6:30 tomorrow on WBKB Early Morning. Thank you for watching and have a great night.